Okay, final explicit equation, blah, 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 points 0, 2 to 18. Now that's just a physical. Here is just a graphical. You don't really need it because you've got the points. Remember this? Y equals AB to the x. So when y is 2, x is 0. Okay? Now anything to the power 0 is 1. In other words, A equals 2. You've already found part of the answer. Okay? We realise that this A is 2. Now we've got to find B. Okay, so again, we're going to plug it back into the equation, but this time we're going to use 18 is y. We know that A is 2. We don't know B, but we know that x is 2. Again, I'm using this point here. So divide both sides by 2. You get 9 equals b squared. Square root b equals 3. And that's it. Here's the equation. Y equals 2, 3 to the x. Okay, because A was 2 and B was 3. Right, let's look at this one. Reflectional x-axis. Okay, a transformation. Okay, so across it, shift up 2, shifted left 3. Reflectional x-axis. So we're going to have a minus in front, okay, because it's reflected across the x-axis. We're going to move it left 3 units. If you moved it left 3 units, okay, so that's going that way to the minus, that's x plus 3, okay? That is left 3 units, then up 2. Oops, that's it. So that's it. That's the actual transform function, okay? Now, what's the y-intercept? Remember, x equals 0. If x equals 0 up here, you're going to have negative 2 to the power 3, because x is 0, so 0 plus 3, plus 2. Now, remember, you're doing this first. This is 2 cubed is 8. This is negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. Oh, I can just squeeze it on. Looks like I'm going to have to... I can't actually do this. Well, anyway, there's the y-intercept. The domains of exponentials are always that. Okay? But let's take a look at this. If I've moved this up 2, I am going to move the x-axis, which was the original horizontal asymptote, up 2. Okay? Now, the y-intercept is negative 6. If you're being clever, you could find out what the x-intercept is by setting the whole equation equal to 0. Okay, so here it is. Right, you would take away a 2. And let's look at this. Okay. You could therefore change, okay, divide both sides by negative 1. If you think about it as a negative in front, so 2 equals 2 to the x plus 3. You would then log, this is going to be more complicated, let's just leave that alone, okay, because we don't really have to do that. Extra credit if you can get that one, because it looks just like this, okay. Remember, if this is the original shape, it's going to look like this, so basically something like this. And look it down through there. Great if you can get what the x-intercept is, okay. In fact, actually, that's going to be, I think that's going to be, is that going to be 2 to the, I'm trying to think what this is. If I get 2, it is 2 to the power 1, so x plus 3 must equal, x must equal negative 2. So that's just me being a bit clever there. Okay, so it must have gone through there, but that's just extra credit if you can do that, okay? You can get the x-intercept, a little bit of extra credit. But anyway, that's it, okay?